You think you have the right strategy, you think your setups are good, but you're still losing money trading. Why? Today I'm going to expose the real reasons traders lose, even when they do everything right. You see these guys on YouTube flashing their wins, talking about how easy it is to make money in the market. Stick around, because if you don't fix this, no strategy will save you. First, let's kill the biggest myth. Losing money isn't just about bad setups. You could have the best technical strategy in the world, and still burn your account if your mind and habits are broken. The truth is, you exit winners too early out of fear. You hold losers too long hoping they'll come back. You revenge trade after a loss. You risk too much when you're emotional. These are the real killers. How many times have you entered a trade with a solid plan, only to abandon it when the market starts moving against you? You panic. You start moving your stop loss further and further down, hoping to avoid the pain of a loss. Or you have a small win, and you immediately cash out, terrified of losing your profits. But then you watch in frustration as the trade continues to move in your favor, and you realize you could have made so much more. And then there's revenge trading. You have a bad loss and you're feeling angry and frustrated, so you jump right back into the market trying to win your money back, but this time, you're trading with emotion, not logic. This is the vicious cycle that traps so many traders. How many times have you moved your stop loss just because it might turn around? How many times have you taken a random trade just to make back what you lost? The market doesn't care about your feelings. Every emotional decision you make costs you money. Let's talk about stop losses for a second. A stop loss is your safety net. It's the line in the sand that you draw to protect yourself from catastrophic losses. But so many traders treat their stop losses like suggestions. They move them further and further away from their entry point, hoping to give the trade more room to breathe. But all they're really doing is giving the market more room to run against them. And then there's the dreaded revenge trade. This is where you try to make up for a loss by immediately jumping back into the market with an even bigger position size. You're angry, you're frustrated, and you're making decisions based on emotion, not logic. The market will eat you alive if you let your emotions dictate your trades. Trading is a game of probabilities. You're not going to win every trade, but the key is to cut your losses short and let your winners run. Chapter 3. The Psychological Trap. There's a reason trading feels so addictive. It triggers the same part of your brain as gambling. Wins give you a dopamine rush. Losses crush you. Without a strict system in place, your brain will self-destruct your account. That's why casinos always win, and why the markets will too, if you let emotions run the show. When you win a trade, you feel a surge of excitement, even euphoria. It's a rush, and your brain craves that feeling. So you start chasing that high, taking bigger and bigger risks to try and experience it again, but then, inevitably you have a losing trade. And the pain of that loss is often amplified by the fact that you were chasing a high in the first place, so you try to make up for it by trading even more, which only leads to more losses and more pain. It's a vicious cycle that can be incredibly difficult to break free from, but it's not impossible. The key is to understand the psychology of trading and to develop a system that takes your emotions out of the equation. This means having a solid trading plan that you stick to, no matter what. It means setting realistic profit targets and stop-loss orders. And it means being disciplined enough to walk away from the market when you're not feeling emotionally stable. Chapter 4. What winning traders do differently. Here's what the top 10% of traders do differently. They trade small, they never bet big, they survive first, profit later, they stick to the plan, they don't move stops, they don't chase, they don't revenge trade, they think in probabilities, they know losing is part of the game, one loss doesn't shake them, they journal, every win, every loss, every emotion. They track everything like a scientist. The game isn't about winning every trade, it's about winning over the long run. Winning traders understand that trading is a marathon, not a sprint. They're not in it for the quick buck. They're in it to build long-term wealth, and they know that the only way to do that is to protect their capital and to make consistent, profitable trades over time. They also understand the importance of risk management. They never risk more than they can afford to lose on any single trade, and they always have a plan for what they're going to do if the trade goes against them. Winning traders have mastered their emotions. They don't let fear or greed dictate their decisions. They stick to their plan, even when it's difficult. Chapter 5. How you can stop losing money. Starting now. Here's how you can start fixing it today. Lower your risk. Trade smaller. Remove the emotional pressure. Write your rules down. Before you enter a trade, know your stop loss, your target, and your risk. Respect the stop loss. It's not optional, it's your seatbelt. Review your trades weekly. Study yourself like a coach studies game film. Focus on process, not profit. If you master the process, the profits come naturally. The first step is to acknowledge that you have a problem. If you're constantly losing money trading, it's time to take a step back and assess your approach. Are you letting your emotions get the best of you? Are you trading too big? Are you chasing losses? Once you've identified the problem, you can start to fix it. If you're trading too emotionally, start by reducing your position size. This will take some of the pressure off and allow you to make more rational decisions. Next, develop a trading plan and stick to it. This plan should include your entry and exit points, your risk management strategy, and your profit targets. Having a plan will help you to stay disciplined and to avoid making impulsive decisions. Finally, start journaling your trades. By journaling your trades, you'll be able to track your progress, identify your strengths and weaknesses, and make adjustments to your approach over time. Listen, everyone loses trades. But losing trades doesn't mean you have to be a losing trader. If you master your mind, your plan, and your patience, you'll separate yourself from the 90% who never make it. It takes time, discipline, and a willingness to learn from your mistakes. If you're tired of losing and ready to become the trader you were meant to be, smash that like button, subscribe for more real trading advice, and I'll see you at the top.